from the Reedman Studios in Fairport. From luxury apartments to custom-built homes, see Reedman.com. If this fails, there's always Clown College. It's Billified, the Bill Moran podcast.
Well, hello, and welcome to episode 3 of Billified, the Bill Moran podcast. Angie, how are you?
Good. How are you, Bill?
Kevin, what are you reaching for?
I just need some sound in my cans. There we go. Now I can hear you. I am doing fantastic now.
Very well. All right. Yesterday, we talked about Moore County, North Carolina, where they had the substations fired at. And I think there was something that you had, Angie, that we didn't really touch upon. I think we mentioned a little bit that it may have been an LGBTQ event that someone was trying to prevent from happening.
Yeah.
So instead of blowing the transformers outside whatever venue was going to host that, they said, fuck it, we're putting the whole town down. And according to NPR, at one point, 100,000 people without power.
That's tough.
I think now, as of Monday, NPR said 35,000 without power. And then power not supposed to come back for those people till Thursday.
Yeah, I heard Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad shit.
That's bad.
So what did you see yesterday when you were?
Well, when I was perusing things, so there was that whole, LGBTQ thing going on. There was a write-up. It's kind of sad, actually. It says, I have to read this because I couldn't. It says, Southern Pines Christian school leaders had claimed that the drag performances targeted children. In a letter dated November 21st, Calvary Christian School administrators urged parents to contact the town council, the theater, and show sponsors to ask for the event to be canceled.
Was it a children's show?
No.
It was for adults.
It's drag queens.
At night.
Correct.
How could that be aiming at children?
Don't know.
Now, here, I think they have drag queens read at the library or maybe the Strong Museum of Play.
I don't know that either.
I think Aggie Doon has done that, who has been on like RuPaul's drag show and some other things.
I think it sounds kind of fun, to be honest with you.
That's what I was thinking. Kids look at it, it's fantastic. A clown. It's like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
in a way.
It depends on the age. It depends on how you approach it. But I think it would be absolutely fun.
Yeah.
To go to something like that. Yeah.
I don't know that kids would even get it.
They wouldn't.
But so over the weekend, I get a call from somebody. Hey, buddy. Now, if you know Racin Randy is a guy I met in 2008 when I was doing mornings on CMF. And Tommy was making fun of people who went to a toy show. It was adults at a toy show at the Dome, and they just got engaged, and he starts killing it. This woman, she's stuck. What a sap. What a loser. She's marrying this guy at a toy show. They're at a toy.
What were the toys, though?
I don't even know. But he was just killing it. So Randy calls up to go, hey, buddy, I go to Toy Show. I go to collectibles. So then he says he has $80,000 worth of NASCAR collectibles.
Well, that's Rand and Racy.
So
Racin Randy.
Somebody's drinking wine early, huh?
Hey,
Get right to her.
Trying to figure out if she's going Raining Men or Racin Randy. What's going on here?
Giddy up.
So I went down with a camera and I met Randy and I took a video of his entire collection and all this stuff. And we only got the ones that were on display. And we've become friends ever since. And he's a big NASCAR guy. He is a mechanic by trade. He is probably one of the most genuine and sweet individuals ever. He used to, when his wife would go, he'd drop her off at Eastview Mall, and he would come over to my place at times and complain about everything under the sun. God. But I love this guy. He happened to be in Moore, North Carolina, Moore County, North Carolina this past weekend. Randy, how are you?
Good. How you doing? Hey, Angie.
Hi.
What's your Are you Angie Bowers?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my God.
You might know me. I'm Randy Salerno. You must know me.
What's the last name?
Salerno.
Come on, dude.
He cut your brake line.
You used to see the boys. When I was married to somebody else, I used to see the boys, Robert and Brett.
Yep, I do.
Yep.
I remember yes, back in the day.
How did you pick up on the Angie Bowers? How did you do that?
I heard because I listened to the podcast today.
Oh, yes. I got you. All right. Well, very good. So Randy, I get this call from Randy, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, we're down in North Carolina." And I can hear this guy yelling in the background. We were at was it an Outback or where were you? What steakhouse?
No, what happened? Well, here's what happened. I went down for this dig or die drag race, no prep race. We went down there. Well, we raced Friday night, no problem. They were supposed to race Saturday, and it rained all day. So they ended up finally canceling it. So, me and my buddy Dave Reuter had pizza at the track. Well, one of his buddies, who we called Brody, who's from Albany, we call him the 518 Nose Tip Club. He's got their street racers.
Okay.
Him and his wife.
Why are they called the 518 Nose Pick Club?
Nose Tip.
Oh, nose tip.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Don't ask me. It's something about one club was together and they split, and it's the name they pick or something or whatever. Okay. So they wanted to go steak. Well, I said, well, Texas Roadhouse is back by our thing. I said, we'll go. I mean, me and Dave go. We can have a dessert or something, and you guys can have steak, whatever. So we go there, and it's like just about 7:00.
Yeah.
And they just called us to go in. We go in. They're going to really go seat us, and all of a sudden the power goes boom, and everything goes out.
Yeah.
And it's pitch black everywhere. Every single street light, every single business is shut down, completely dark.
Yeah. See,
there's no stoplights. There's no nothing.
There's the noise. You don't even realize the noise we just live with naturally when the power's up.
Right.
Just the silence, when you hear the term, the silence is deafening, that's what it had to be like in Moore County, North Carolina.
Well, we were right now, of course, we're right next to US 1, which is, so US 1, I mean, it was Saturday night. They had a ton of traffic on there, and it was pretty hairy trying to even get out to get back. We were only about 1.5 miles of that from our hotel. So we had to go drive back through. Of course, there's no stoplights, there's no nothing. And by right, you're supposed to stop, at a stoplight.
You are.
And people were not stopping. They were just flying through. It took me from the time I got out of the parking spot to get back on the US 1 to get back to our hotel. We probably sat there 15 minutes trying to get out in the traffic. That's how busy the traffic was. I'm saying, I mean, there is no stoplights, there's no lights, there's no nothing.
As the chubby guy in the show, did you actually get the good rolls at Texas Roadhouse at least?
We didn't even get a chance to get any.
This is all you can think about. The man was where the news is happening. All you can think about are the rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
They got the good rolls.
But the worst part about it, they were right behind us on a tray. We should have turned around and grabbed some when we left. We just never did. They were sitting right there with the butter and everything.
They're going to go bad.
We just never got a chance to grab any. Yeah.
Get it back.
We had all kinds of guys, racers from the racetrack. They were staying up that way. I mean, there's people staying in Rockingham where the races was, and there was people staying up where we were. Where I was, it's called Pine Coast. I mean, there was hotels, stores. I mean, any kind of food you could have wanted. Stores, TJ Maxx, high-end stores, Dick's.
Hang on a second, Randy. Don't let your 315 show through, buddy.
Back up
TJ Maxx as a high-end store.
Got the high-end good
one.
I'm
other high-end.
315. That's not.
All right. I'm busted his balls. Because watching the news, Randy, I did get the impression that I thought it was a rural area and maybe a poorer area.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Showing my ignorance there, but I wasn't aware, and I thought
I got the same impression. Though.
Did you? Yeah. I did from some of the people and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hearing people today. Imagine this: I'm not taking a shower because all I have is cold water. I get it. I get it, right? And it's already cold. I can't get my heat on. I want to be more fucking cold. No thanks.
I mean, I don't know, because Sunday morning I took a shower. I had warm water for about 30 seconds, and then I had a nice cold shower.
Yeah.
So
did you stay in there?
It is what it was. Oh, we stayed at the hotel. We were in the Hampton Inn Suites.
No.
Hilton.
Did you stay in the shower?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I did.
I do a cold shower every morning, but I do that separate on purpose.
Right. I
do it every day.
Weird ritual.
I mean, it is a very, very weird ritual, but I do it.
The drive from there back to the hotel was a little hairy, let me tell you.
Well, I got to imagine, because as you're saying this, Randy, schools are closed down there. Did you see any accidents? I haven't heard of any, but
we didn't see any, but we got back to the hotel, and all of a sudden we heard there was a bunch of accidents all over the place.
Yeah, I would think so.
People were just driving through without stopping, and there was accidents going on. So we did hear that. We did have. We actually had when we got back to the hotel, and got sitting there. There was actually a local cop who came by and said that they already started looting. They were up the street. They were looting the Walmart already.
Yeah, I
Are
did.
you kidding?
Yeah, I did hear that.
I am not kidding. Because I said to my buddy, "Hey, you need new TV? We should go down and see what's going on." Just laughing. But but then I guess, and they came, I guess, with a curfew from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want you on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The next morning when we had to go back.
Time out.
Yeah.
This all happened while you were still there.
Oh yeah, and when we left, it was they're not going to have any power down there until Thursday.
No, I understand that, but did you know what had happened? Maybe I guess that's my question. Somehow we had heard that they thought it was something to do with the drag queen show. Okay,
that was the rumor going around that we were told, and actually we heard that one way we were still at Texas Roadhouse trying to get out of the parking lot.
So that was that big of news in Moore County, North Carolina. It was that big of news that this was going on. And boy, that's
sad though.
It's a funny thing because I wish I could be in the planning meeting for you know what I'm saying? You ever been angry about something and then somebody else comes along and goes, I can't believe they're doing it. And you just get angrier and angrier and angrier. And then all of a sudden it becomes like a mob. Nobody does this alone is my thinking. I think that's
planning behind
don't you
it.
think?
Absolutely.
You know what I know? I know I got to think drinking's involved, but maybe not. I know somebody who works at the substation. They'll know exactly because I really feel like this is a bit of an inside job. At a substation, you can hit
left the gates open.
Well, something, right? I mean,
drinking must have been involved because I think they were trying to take down the drag racing, not the drag show.
That was happening.
That was 20 miles away, so they missed.
So
where they shot it down, they missed.
Where the drag races went down, then you were fine. You had no problems. Right?
Yeah, once we got about 20 miles down the road. You went into Richmond County and they had power and everything like that.
Yeah.
And we stopped like the next morning, Sunday morning. We finally stopped at this gas station. We went to the track.
You can't even get gas.
Yeah, we went to the track.
It's all electric.
And they were supposed to run the track at 8, but it was going to be 10. So we came back to this gas station. I filled the truck up. We got some coffee, and I'm telling you, coffee was a premium. I'm telling you right now. I could have sold my cup of coffee for Dave Royer. My buddies bought the coffees.
Yeah.
He said I could have sold your coffee for $20. He said no, probably people were that big because they actually ran out of coffee at the place, I guess. So
how can you get hot water? How do you heat up water?
How are you heating up water?
Right.
It was actually making the coffee.
That's a good point. If you just had hot water, I guess you could do it like the old fashioned through the filter kind of thing, right? But I mean, it's
right,
man. It's so weird how our entire world is dependent upon this, and it took a couple of people who were pissed off about a drag show to really kind of show us how fucked up life could be if we didn't have.
But
power.
They haven't proven that that's actually what it is. That's the problem.
But
that's a very fair point. I shouldn't say that. Alleged drag race
rumors.
Right.
Yes, rumors again. That's what it would be.
Like I said, we got up Sunday to go back to the track, and of course they had like each stoplight that we had to go through.
Yeah.
They either had like 4 state or county pickups, all with lights flashing and lights pointed up toward the lights. So they made sure you could see the stoplights. And you had to stop and then go, and everybody was fine that morning and everything. But the night before, they were just running things. There was all kinds of accidents.
I saw videos. It was like pitch black, and the people actually, the video I saw, people were actually stopping, like a 4-way stop, you know.
Okay. Well, that's because a camera was there. They knew it.
Maybe.
But I would love to know the total cost of this. Just to have the police out there at every intersection, every major intersection where there could be an accident, having somebody there to sort of direct traffic and make sure everything's right. The cost of just that. Now the guys who have to figure out how to get this all back online. The cost of businesses that are lost, right? I mean, places can't open. You can't make coffee.
Well, my buddy couldn't even pay his hotel bill the next morning when we left Monday morning.
Sure.
Couldn't pay it because they didn't have any computers. And the lady says, as soon as we get power back, I'll contact you. And go from there, you know. And we were having the breakfast was great there. The morning, 2 mornings we got breakfast. I mean, I was eating waffles and omelets, and it was great.
Kevin just came in his pants.
We go to leave yesterday. We could have a little bit of fruit, yogurt. There was some muffins and stuff. And I grabbed a little bit of fruit, and I said, let's just get out of here, And then my ride home, that was another adventure on the way home.
Why?
So, but, well, it's like this. We're coming back.